and I'm feeling good.
Another universe may have preceded ours. 3 physicists...
That's why it's such a mess.
I've been kind of assuming that anyway.
Didn't clean up when they left.
That's my favorite theory of the universe.
The serial universe theory?
Yeah, I like that one.
And I'm not giving them back their deposit.
Would that mean that all of our matter has been used in previous universes?
Maybe. Or
would it actually fall apart to some form that's not even really matter anymore?
Paul Wilson actually introduced me to this cool theory, which is that actually our universe is actually just a black hole in another universe, which is a black hole in another universe, and so on. And those black holes actually evolve traits in some way.
Yeah.
That one is cool.
Well, let me do this one.
Okay.
Now, 3 physicists say they have done calculations showing that before the birth of our universe, which is expanding, there was an earlier universe that was shrinking.
Mm-hmm.
The results stem from a theory that claims the fabric of space and time is made up of minuscule, indivisible bits, much as matter is. Scientists believe our cosmos began a sort of explosion called the Big Bang, when everything that exists, which just previously had been packed into one infinitely dense point, burst outward. The universe is still expanding, according to this view, because it was born expanding. According to some proposals, the Big Bang is a repeating cycle. Universes might expand, then shrink back to a point, then expand again. Thus, the Bang would really be more like a bounce. The idea is appealing in some ways, but scientists have found it far from easy to test. Einstein's general theory of relativity, a key basis for the Big Bang theory, is silent on what happened before that event. Quote, general relativity can be used to describe the universe back to a point at which matter becomes so dense that its equations don't hold up, said Abhay Ashtekar, director of the Institute for Gravitational Physics and Geometry at Penn State University in University Park, Pennsylvania. I got a easy Indian name.
Oh, lucky you.
I am lucky.
You didn't get Thailand names.
I don't know actually where he's from, but it sounds like that. To go further, physicists must use tools Einstein didn't have. Ashtekar and 2 postdoctoral researchers developed such tools through a combination of quantum physics, the science of subatomic particles, and general relativity, which describes the large-scale structure of space and time. They found that before the Big Bang, there was a contracting universe. Other than the fact that it was shrinking, they added, it was similar to ours in terms of the geometry of its space and time, or space-time, as cosmologists call it, since Einstein found that the two are interwoven.
So is there a theory that there's an oscillating universe, that it blows up and then contracts back down and then blows up again? And then keeps doing that forever?
Steinhardt and colleagues have also proposed a bounce of sorts, but it's different. It could turn out that the 2 scenarios are equivalent at some deep level, but that's not known, he added. Steinhardt's, I don't know, I have to go back in the article and see who this guy is. Steinhardt's scenario makes use of string theory, another attempt to reconcile general relativity with quantum physics. Some versions of string theory portray our visible universe as a 3-dimensional space embedded in an invisible space having more dimensions. Our zone, called a brane world, B-R-A-N-E for membrane, could periodically bounce into another parallel brane world. Such an event might look to us, stuck in a few dimensions as we are, as a Big Bang. Quote, I don't know if Ashtekar's case translates into a bounce between brane worlds like we are describing, Steinhardt wrote, but by his estimate, this cataclysm won't take place for roughly another 300 billion years, so there is hopefully plenty of time to answer these questions.
Before we're all crunched. This new concept, now cyclic universe theories have been around for a long time, but this new one believes that it can properly explain the problems with the cosmological constant, and one of the propositions is that it's not a constant, that at various places, even within our own universe, the cosmological constant may vary.
Interesting.
And could provide different laws of physics, because the reason they've been able to say in the past that oh, the cyclic universe model is bunk, is because of the rate of expansion.
Right.
But if you don't
exactly expanding fast enough that it will never
it'll never crunch. But if your cosmological constant is variable in different zones, if the fabric is perhaps stretched more in some areas than in others, then you could actually have a cyclical universe. And what we were really talking about is we've looked at this little sample of time and this little sample of space and drawn conclusions from it, which may not be representative of everything. And you could have potentially slightly different laws of physics in different parts of the universe.